Shut the fuck up! Leave me alone! Just leave me the fuck alone!
You fucking ruined my life!
I'll love you forever, Sid.
You will.
Yes. That's the problem.
Fine moonlit nights, strangely empty, because when you call my name through them, there will be no answer.
Maybe for you there's a tomorrow.
Reminds me that it's not so bad. It's not so bad. Tears don't grow no one.
You ever had growing up? When you told me the whole story, I felt like throwing up. I could see it on your face, it was rough. Left a bad taste on your tongue.
Jesus Christ, I'm so blue all the time, and that's just how I feel, always have. My heart is squeezing apart, that's fine.
And I couldn't breathe. It was like there was no more air left.
If for you, I keep my legs apart. If I get up on my tainted heart.
Remember, kids, the next time that somebody tells you the government wouldn't do that, oh yes they would.
Feel like a fool waiting for you.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry that I was annoying. I'm sorry that I was overthinking everything. I'm sorry that I was overprotecting. I'm sorry that I was texting you texts that are not important. I'm sorry for everything. I just wanted to be loved. I just wanted to be friends with you.
hear what you got.
All right. Well, these little...
Wrap it up.
Wait. You don't remember what she looks like?
Hey, just make something up.
There's her again. I might not have no one.
Okay, well, it's all you ever fucking talk about.
That's not true. I asked you how I look, not about Daniel.
Yeah, well, you look beautiful, Cassie. You look fucking amazing. It's literally all anyone's ever told you your entire life. Like, listen to yourself. It's fucking exhausting. We still
I'm at an all-time
You know, but I still got love.
You don't got love for me.
You don't got no love for me?
You don't have love for me. I almost started crying today at work and it's only 10 a.m. Mind you, I woke up this morning with a pep in my step and I was like, things are really... Oh my god! Never mind, things aren't looking up for me. First, my coworker came up to me and she was like, are you okay? And I was genuinely fine, so I was like, yeah. And she was like, are you sure? And I'm like, at this point, I'm unsure, like, what's up? She's like, I don't know, you're just like being really slow today, like you need to pick up the pace. Babes, I was literally cleaning something, so I had to be meticulous, and I'm sorry that I'm not eager to clean at 7 a.m. in the morning. Next, I was going through Tinder during my break for the laughs, purely for shits. It's camp. Kid that I used to have a thing with pops up, and first of all, I would never get back with him. However, he must be in love with me. That's what I'm thinking. I must confirm this to stroke my ego. I swipe right to see we don't match. I cannot believe this is the life I lead. This man is gonna think I want his seed. I do not want his seed. I just need to confirm that he was potentially in love with me. And potentially, I don't think he is, but that's okay. You live and you learn. Last thing during my break, I went to Rite Aid to get pistachios. You're gonna tell me they're $9 for a pistachio in 2022. They're
Remember, I always love you.
For me, I'm struggling with social anxiety, which means I hate myself and think everyone hates me too. Woo! Oh no, I don't think everyone is looking at me because I'm great. I think they're severely judging me because they secretly think I'm more worthless than a dead clown. Even though I have no proof that's what they're thinking, and they've treated me very nicely ever since I met them. I just have a hunch.
Sometimes I wish I could take a new shape, switch out some parts and become a big ape. Sometimes I wish I could lend you my ears, lend you my thoughts, and lend you my tears.
Maybe it's time to say goodbye, 'cause I'm getting pretty fucking tired.
Frank keeps calling my phone, but the bitch can't hurt me, so I'm not worried. All alone, did it on my own, so I show no mercy, I show no mercy.
See you and Lila together, I get kinda, well, I get kinda jealous.
Little sis? I'm Lila, and I'm ever so certain that you must be Olga, my new big sis. Love you so much. so certain that I just love having a big sis. And I'm certain that I just love having a little sis, Lila. Especially one as perfect as you.
And coming up next, my darling little sis. A dedication from Olga Pataki to her favorite little sis, Lila.
Even though we may not always get along, even though we're not very close, and even though most of the time you bug the living heck out of me, you're still my big sister, and I just don't like sharing you with somebody else.
I feel like you are judging me.
I'm not judging you. I'm heavily judging your mother.
Shut the fuck up! Leave me alone! Just leave me the fuck alone!
Tired of being careful, tiptoe, trying to keep the water warm.
I feel a lot, and sometimes it's horrible, but sometimes it's awesome. I'm just scared people are gonna think I'm weird. I just always wanted friends. You know, and now when you have so many people's eyes, do I expect all of these people to tolerate my, differences? Do I expect all these people to embrace me fully for who I am?
I feel like you are judging me.
I'm not judging you. I'm heavily judging your mother.
You say that you love me, I just wish you came through. I don't want you for
Time of the time my entire high school saw my boobs and a video of me in the shower that I had no idea existed. So that I do not get sued, I will be changing names from the story, but some of you weird fuckers who did this to me in high school follow me, so I hope that made your stomach drop. I do unfortunately have to give a trigger warning for child porn. If you understand what I'm saying, I was underage when this happened to me. This all started my 8th grade year at my first year ever in public school on New Year's Eve. I was with 4 of my closest girlfriends, but only one of them needs to really be talked about during this story. We are going to call her Ella. So the end of the night rolls around, we were all having a good time, and I go to take a shower, which I feel like is a pretty normal thing to do. So now we're gonna skip ahead a year to my freshman year of high school. Like I said, that was in 8th grade. This will make sense in a second. So it's my freshman year, it's right at the beginning of the school year. I'm pretty petrified, as I feel like most freshmen in high school are. I had just made the varsity cheerleading team. I was trying to make friends. It was very overwhelming, for that age. Cheer practice one day, it's one of our first practices of the season. And one of my teammates comes up to me, and I will forever love her for letting me know before somebody else did. And she's like, Kendall, this is gonna, why is there a video of you going around of you in the shower? And I'm like,
what do you mean? I've never taken a video of myself in the shower. I was like 15 at the time. I just remember looking at her and my heart dropping and being like, what are you talking about? There's no way. It can't be me. This must be someone else. And she was like, no, Kendall, like I'm 100% it was you. We were at my birthday dinner last night and one of the boys that was sitting at the table with us airdropped it to the entire table at Chili's. This is where it all started. I didn't really know what to do at this point. I was petrified of my coach finding out, of my mom. I'm like flipping through every file in my head. I'm like, did I do that? But like, why would I do that? I was so fucking confused. Still being extremely confused. I didn't want to like lose my place on this team. I continued on with practice, went about my day until the next day at school. I remember sitting in class, it was a normal day. I was trying not to think about it too much because I was like, she has to have me confused with someone else. There's no way that it's me. That would be until every single person who had their airdrop on in the classroom got an airdrop except for me, and the entire class just turned around and just fucking stared at me, and I knew exactly what was going on. And I have never been so... I still sweat to this day talking about it. I remember not asking the teacher if I could go to the bathroom, anything. I just ran out of the room, ran to the bathroom, and I remember sitting on the bathroom floor just absolutely sobbing, and I'm pretty positive that I stayed there for the rest of the day on the bathroom floor. So I left school that day. It was at this point where I just started getting absolutely bombarded with texts from my friends, people that I wasn't really friends with, and I didn't know what to do because I had never seen this video. I didn't remember taking this video. I was convinced that there was just no way it was me. It had to be someone else. I truly don't think I've ever been so confused in a situation still to this day in my entire life. So the next day at school, I'm sitting at lunch and I didn't even want to be there. I was begging my mom not to make me go to school. She's like, why do you not want to go to school? Like, what's wrong with you? You have to go to cheer, like blah, blah, blah. And this video gets airdropped in the school cafeteria. And this is when things really, if you didn't think they were going downhill already, this is where it starts to go downhill. Again, I run out of the room and I go and I sit on the bathroom floor at my school and just sob for the rest of the day until cheer practice. And this is the day where I knew that it was just getting bad and that everything was kind of about to go to shit. And this was when my cheer coach pulled me aside at practice and was like, why am I having so many people come to me telling you that there's a video of you naked in the shower? Also, still at this point, I had still never seen this video. Nobody would show it to me. It was like people were being so mean about it that they just liked it, that they could see it and like hold it over my head and not have me see it. Like I had no idea still. I was still fucking confused. So at this point, I just absolutely break down to my cheer coach. I still love and talk to her to this day. And she sent me home, and at that point I was like, I think I need to tell my mom because I honest to God don't ever remember taking this video. I like need to tell somebody what's going on because this is like not okay. Another thing that I forgot to mention that happened to me is the day when I left the cafeteria and I was running to the bathroom, there was a boy who was a couple years older than me and he had a bottle of water in his hand and he threw water at me and asked if I needed to go take a shower. Like it was just so bad. And so when my mom came and picked me up, I had a mental breakdown and she didn't let me like go to school for a few days until we figured out what was going on or like what to do. At this point I did know who was spreading the video the most. It was two of like, it was like a guy I had like talked to in like literally the 8th grade, and then another one was a guy that I like was very involved with from the 8th grade, like really all throughout high school because I'm that fucking stupid. I forgave him for all of this. Like I am so mentally ill it hurts. So the only thing that my mom and I really knew to do at this point was to just go to the school and see if like the principal or someone on the board, like, and this, as you can imagine, is so mortifying to go to the board about this. But we hadn't seen the video. We didn't know if it was actually me or not in it. Like, we didn't know what to do. At this point, I just wanted to move like out of state. Like I was like, I want to switch schools. I was so fucking mortified and embarrassed without even seeing the video that you just wait. So my mom calls the principal, and surely enough, when she gets on the phone with him, he happens to tell her, oh my goodness, I was gonna call you at the end of the day today. I needed to talk to you about this. Like it had already made its way to him. Like everyone knew about this. I swear to God, everyone. He had another parent, I don't know who, send it to him, and so now I'm mortified that the principal has either seen my boobs or like some other girl's boobs that I don't fucking know. So we go in for a meeting at the school with the principal, some people from the board, like the superintendent, the lady at the front desk for some reason, the security guard that was like always outside the front door of our high school, my mom and I, like so many people in this fucking room. And keep in mind, I still had not seen this fucking video. So we're in this meeting and they start playing the video and I immediately knew what was going on. Every single puzzle piece connected in my head in that moment and I just broke down sobbing. So remember at the beginning of the video when I told you I had those 4 girlfriends, New Year's Eve, I took a shower at the end of the night? One of those weird ass bitches, what did I call her? Ella, I think? She decided to like stick her phone above the shower curtain and take a video of me showering, held on to that video for 7 or 8 months, and then one day on like a random fucking school day just decided to just blast it everywhere, send it to one of my ex-boyfriends. He's the one who like airdropped it at Chili's. Like everything made sense, and I have never been so angry and like felt so upset at like so many people in my life. Also, mind you, there was nothing that happened between me and Ella. We were fine. We were literally still friends whenever this video started going around. Oh shit, hang on. So I will forever think she is like one of the absolute weirdest people I've ever met in my entire life for this. So at this point I had 2 options, either deal with it or I could press charges, but here was the gag about that. If I pressed charges on Ella, I had to press charges on my ex-boyfriend, the boyfriend that I had talked to in the 8th grade, everyone who airdropped it, everyone who was like, I was gonna have to press charges against like upwards of like 10 to 15-year-olds. Like I just didn't want to put people on a sex offender list at that early on in your life. Like I couldn't do it, so I didn't press charges. So that's pretty much all that happened. I just kind of decided to suck it up and leave it alone. After I understood what the video was and what was happening, that was when I could, you know, go to people and be like, hey, like actually this is what happened, like she's a fucking weirdo. And she ended up, I want to say either like moving like a lot of counties away or like moving out of state or something, but like the tables completely turned. But people still are weird about it to me, which is just bizarre. I unfortunately couldn't, you know, go to everyone who had seen that video because it was literally hundreds of people. And, you know, tell my side of the story and like, hey, like I didn't do that on purpose. Like I never knew that was taken. And I was also 15 in that video. So I shit you not, one of the last times I was home in Georgia, I was out at an Athens bar, and a guy who I did not even know, he apparently went to a surrounding high school of mine, came up to me and was like, yo, I remember that video of you in the shower, like when we were in high school. And I just looked at him and was like, you're a fucking weirdo, because I was 15 years old and I have never seen a man look so stunned, but like that, like what the fuck is wrong with you? And like what a weird conversation starter. Sorry, I know this video is kind of long, but I think my point with all this is if you've ever had something like this happen to you, know that it's not just you, it's not your fault, it's humiliating, but it's not really something to be humiliated about. It wasn't your fault. It's gonna be okay, I promise. I live a very happy, fulfilling life now. This does not haunt me anymore the way that it used to. You're gonna be okay. If you do like longer story times, I have a very unfortunate amount of stories, not maybe as bad as this, but things similar. If you want me to talk about them, high school is a shit show, and if you're in high school, I can be like your high school big sister or something, I don't know. Anyways, come back to part 2 for the dinner outfit. Love you, bye.
It was just a normal school day. I had arrived and sat in my seat as usual. I was quite early, so I did wait a while. But there was something strange going on. The teacher happened to come late, staring at us like she wanted us dead. She started grabbing kids one by one, and each returned without saying a word. Then it was my turn. She started to say, "Did you shit on my dog last night?" I of course replied, "No, miss, I could never shit on your dog." She then said, "You better not be lying, I will get to the bottom of this." Then I got sent back. Little did she know it was me. I just felt like I had no time, and I found a potty. Don't snitch, guys.